Yesterday, our Starlink died. Well, I say died, but in fact what happened is that we got a message to say we're restricted because we've been out of our country of residence for more than 2 months. So things are changing. The cheapest new system that we could find was $400 a month, which is frankly, I don't know, extortionate really. So we're going to go back to base, back to downtown and get a SIM card, like the old days, and see what to do next. I don't know. I think maybe the Starlink bubble is bursting. Well, for us anyway. Hello and welcome to Aruba, the home of Digicel.
Yes, we're back on the SIM cards, more on Starlink later.
But we have had a fantastic week. Lots of swimming, lots of exploring. I do hope you like the film.
Coming up, diving on SS Antilla, a German cargo ship scuttled in the Second World War. Chasing butterflies, or rather watching them chase each other. And back to basics, from Starlink to Digicel, for the time being anyway.
Okay, we're up and nearly on our way. This has been a very windy anchorage, and so we're going up to the north of the island where it's a lot calmer, and I think we'll find some, well, I hope we'll find turtles. Everyone says there's loads up there, so we'll do a bit of diving, a bit of exploring.
So we're heading west because the wind is looking good from around there, but we might get a bit of rain looking at that. We haven't had rain before here, have we?
I wouldn't be too hopeful. There's been lots of lightning in the evenings, but we haven't had a drop, so.
Yeah, it's been in the distance, the lightning. I think it's all that close. But actually a drop of rain, well actually a good downpour of rain would be good because it'll clear the last of the dust that we got when we checked in by that cement works that's still all over our rigging. But yeah, let's get the sails out, shall we?
Yeah, I think you need more than a drop of rain to get rid of that.
Yeah, we need a proper downpour.
I mean, don't want it to turn into cement.
No. Right.
With the wind coming nicely from behind, we opt to sail on the Yankee. A gentle breeze, we settle in at about 4 knots.
Lazy sheets a bit caught, I think. Lovely. We're sailing.
We're sailing.
Better get a fishing line out.
Absolutely.
It's a pretty coastline with white sand beaches and lots of hotels. It's almost exclusively a holiday island. It's a 2-hour trip to Catalina Bay, where the water is clear and the fish plentiful. It's shallow water, and what sand there is thin, so not good holding.
So you found a good spot for us?
Well, there are lots of shipwrecks, which is going to be great for when we go snorkeling,
Okay.
but I want to avoid them.
Yeah.
There are some yachts anchored over there,
Yeah.
but I want to go up to Boca Catalina,
Yeah,
and that's
that's
supposed to be the best place for turtles.
Got to look for a light patch, try and get it in some sand, not spoil the seagrass. And yeah, it's quite shallow, so we're not going to be able to get in that close, I don't think. Okay, start looking for the sand. Yeah, there's odd patches up in front. Just let me know when we get to about 4 metres under us. We got now 5, okay. It's a patch just here, so slow down. Just this way a touch.
We're using the new Vision anchor buoy, which marks exactly the point where you've dropped your hook.
Slow down.
The Vision anchor is particularly useful in a crowded anchorage, but also here because it'll tell us if the anchor moves.
It's self-launched. I was going to push it over. There we go, got it in a patch of sand. You can see as we go back, how fast the buoy goes away. Pulled. See the anchor point right up there in the distance. So it does show you exactly where your anchor is, which is always quite nice. Okay, little pull. Just dig it in, go and have a swim. I'm sure we haven't got it wrapped around any coral. Oh yeah, that was solid. The buoy does sit directly over the anchor. And diving down, we can see, as I feared, it's only really the tip that's under a rock that's giving me that hard set. Not ideal, but we're unlikely to get a proper set here. And at least we've got the vision anchor to let us know if it breaks free and starts to move.
And then a wonderful thing happens. It starts to rain.
Solar power's not getting much solar, but we love the rain.
Yay, rain!
I have been waiting for this. Good downpour, get the rest of this dust off. It's the only way it was going to happen. There's no way we could use this much fresh water. But yeah, it's just all running down off the rigging. Excellent. We might have finally got our solar panels clean as well. Yay, look at that.
The anchorage is popular for sunset cruises, but this time of the evening is also perfect for fishing.
Birds are all squawking, and I saw a massive tuna just jump out over there. He was chasing little fish around, so the birds were after them. Now the trolling rod isn't that good at casting, but with the electric outboard, better to fish from the dinghy. Oh birds, where are they? There's those fish. I think I had a bite then. They're playing dead. Oh yeah, it's definitely a fish on. There you go. It's a little one. Need another one really. Well, that was fun.
Have you got something? Oh my god! And what are we going to do, because I'm cooking now something else?
Fishy for tomorrow.
Okay.
Put them in the fridge.
What is it?
Dunno. It's a fish.
The next day we decided to take a drive around. We first came to Aruba 25 years ago for a work trip, and it has certainly changed. High-rise hotels and apartments are everywhere, and there's an unrelenting focus on sun, sea and sand. So it was a pleasant surprise to find a butterfly park.
Blue one. This blue one's amazing, isn't it? What's this blue one?
That was the blue one.
35 species of butterfly protected under a UV tent, all being bred here, including the enormous atlas moth, which lives for just a few days. The butterflies are fed and nurtured here, and the indigenous ones released into the wild.
Look, you can try. This is the butterfly love garden, so
Butterfly Love Garden.
the average life of most species of butterflies is about a month. Almost 70% of all species live a month. There are exceptions like a day, which is the shortest amount of time, and between 10 months up to a year, which can be the longest. But more than half of all species live about a month. Yes.
So they have to get moving when it comes to the
yes, they
reproductive process.
Exactly. Yes. But before they actually get to the copulation stage, they court each other. With a lot of species, the female butterflies are generally bigger than the males, but are opaque in color, but have a stronger wing structure than the males. The males are smaller, but have more beautiful, vibrant colors like birds do, to attract the females. And like butterflies don't have phones, so they can call or text each other. They have to use what they have is pheromones. So he releases biological cologne, which she can detect from up to 1 kilometer off.
Wow.
When she finds him, she flies on top of him, and this is the beginning of the, I call it the 3 butterfly dates. This is the first date. She flies on top of him and she does a full-on quality check. She checks for symmetry within his wings, if he's intact, has the beautiful colors and patterns, and through his smell, she can identify genetic traits of the male butterfly.
And will she choose? Will she fly above 2 or 3 of them and choose the one?
And often, the one with the strongest pheromone gets chosen first to go to the test. And if he gets rejected, then she has to do everything all over again. But there is a second courting process where she flies away from him, leaving a trail of her pheromones, and he will begin to chase her. And every time he gets close to her, she does quick maneuvers, where the male has to perform these maneuvers to try to keep up with her. It's more of a test of strength and endurance. And the third date is more of a casual dance. Like if you ever catch 2 butterflies circling each other or going above or under each other, they're doing a courtship dance. But mind you, the courting process itself is very short. It takes 20 minutes, half an hour. And then begins the copulation process, where the female allows the male to attach to her abdomen, but he can let go. But once she attaches to him with a special mandible, he can't let go. So if danger arrives, she'll carry herself and him around.
Wow.
So he's kind of just along for the ride, basically. Yes.
And how long does that take?
It depends on how many eggs he has to fertilize and how long they live. Most butterflies live a month, so most butterflies mate once. Because they have such a small window of time, they have to be efficient.
Yeah.
So that one male will have to fertilize within 20 to 600 eggs. So the copulation process can take 20 minutes, or it can go for up to 18 hours without stopping. So some butterflies can go for 18 hours without pause or break. Yes. Yes. So, oh, those 2 are dancing. Look, that's a dance. They're on the 3rd date.
Aruba is the perfect place to spend your birthday, and I begin with a swim and a poolside breakfast smoothie.
So how's your birthday drink?
It is delicious. It's a smoothie pina colada. Wonderful.
I've gone straight for the Mai Tai for breakfast.
Yeah, I'm easing myself in.
Then a windy trip to the exclusive Renaissance Island. Where we play with flamingos and, unusually for us, lie on a beach.
Wow, isn't it amazing?
Other island sites to see include the Ao rock formations.
It's always worth the climb, isn't it? It's always worth it.
You're not at the top, look, it's further to go.
As well as the view, there's the early Arawak Indian drawings dating back to 2000 BC. The granite has been here considerably longer.
Yeah, it takes quite a lot to wear granite like that. You wanted to come and see the goats, didn't you?
I did want to come and see the goats.
Oh, the goats. Not much to eat, is there?
No, there really isn't. The view's back there anyway, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, hold on. No, you can duck under here.
Can you?
Yeah. If it goes any further, but a bit. Around there, or duck under here.
But the view's back there.
Oh, we haven't seen the view from the top yet. Oh, the dead cactus. Maybe up here. Ah.
Is there another view?
No, this is a bit of a dead end in this bit.
We never did find a way up to the very top, but we did discover what we think are more drawings.
Yeah. I think that was some sort of painting at some point.
And the other tourist landmark, the California Lighthouse. For a small fee, you can climb all the way to the top.
It's so windy.
Good view though.
It looks like they're renovating the golf course. That'll take a lot of irrigation. What we have really come to see, though, is the sea life, and the SS Antilla provides a home for coral and plenty of fish. The cargo ship was scuttled by her German crew during the Second World War on orders from the German government. This was rather than allow her to be captured by the Dutch based in Aruba. The ship is remarkably well preserved. And on our swim back to Fair Isle, all on his own, we spot a turtle. Just beautiful.
Well, we've had a fantastic couple of days here, and we would have stayed for another few days, except that yesterday our Starlink died. Well, I say died, but in fact what happened is that we got a message to say we're restricted because we've been out of our country of residence for more than 2 months. Now, most of us are outside our country of residence for more than 2 months. That's kind of the point of sailing. And we can't go on to the priority account now, which we did when we had our crossing, which means that you just pay for the number of gigs that you use. So things are changing. The cheapest new system that we could find was $400 a month, which is frankly, I don't know, extortionate really. So we're going to go back to base, back to downtown, and get a SIM card, like the old days, and see what to do next. I don't know. I think maybe the Starlink bubble is bursting. Well, for us anyway.
So it's back to Digicel and a 30-day SIM card.
Yeah, it's just like the old days where every new country you go to, you spend half a day trying to find a SIM card.
Yeah, you come to rely on the old Starlink, and it's quite a shock when it went. And I have actually ordered a Starlink Mini to pick up. I think it might be a bad idea now.
No, I think it'll get sorted out. I am eternally optimistic. I think we'll be absolutely fine.
But we
soon.
certainly will be for 2 months, because that's what you get when you first register it. Register it in whatever country. But that's the whole thing. What country do you register it in? If you're moving all the time like us, you've got to sort of pick a country, and you're supposed to take it back there every 2 months. Which, I mean, how can we do that?
It's not going to happen.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll
There must
see.
be a way around it. You're right.
Yeah. Anyway, by the time you watch this, we'll be in Annapolis, and we are looking forward to the show.
We are. It's always great fun.
Yeah.
We'll have our meetups in the pub for patrons, and we will be in the booth. So come and visit us in the booth.
Yeah,
as
the
well.
YouTube booth. The times are in the description, and it's been a lovely time that we've had here in the ABCs. But I am looking forward to the end of hurricane season.
Yes, because we can then move on. We'll be going west first of all. We're going to go out to the San Blas and then swing north up towards the Cayman Islands. So that's all going to be good fun.
Yeah, Cayman Islands for Christmas, we think, probably.
Yeah.
Who knows? Anyway, thank you very much to our patrons. Thank you to our subscribers. And thank you for watching, and see you next time.
Thanks for watching.